Dorian returned to Tevinter to take his father's place in the Magisterium. As rumors flew about the Imperium's infighting, Dorian was spoken of often as a voice of resistance against corruption. Along with Magister Mevaris Telani, he formed a group called the Lucerni to restore and redeem Tevinter, a fight many thought hopeless. Magister Pavis's allies said that his greatest strength lay in the lover he left in the south, but still conversed with via message crystal. Some claim to have seen the Inquisitor on the streets of Minrathos on rare occasions, sneaking into the heart of Tevinter to aid his Amatus. Tom Rainier was shown mercy when none was deserved, and set on a path of redemption. This gift, so compassionately given, needed to be shared. Freed from his obligations to the Inquisition, Rainier traveled Thedas, giving hope to the condemned and the forgotten. In the deepest prisons and pits of Thedas, he found, if not goodness itself, its potential. By showing faith in those who had none, Rainier lifted them up and made them into something better than they were. After easing the Inquisition's transition into the Chantry, Josephine returned to Antiva and her family. Thanks to the Inquisitor's help, the Montiliers were once again permitted to trade in Orlais. The next few years were a busy time, as many ships with the Montilier crest were built and set sail again from Antiva's harbors. Soon, Rivani pirate captains with an ancient feud against Josephine's ancestors took to the seas, determined to rekindle the rivalry. Apart from Josephine's sister, Yvette, nearly eloping with a dashing pirate prince on one occasion, Lady Montlier took the development in stride. Cole returned to the Fade, saying that there was more pain coming, and that he knew where compassion would be most needed. He promised that his friends in the Inquisition would remember him, and that where the hurt was greatest, he would help. After the events at the Winter Palace, elves left the Inquisition under mysterious circumstances, as did elven servants across Thedas. None could say where they went, but those who believed the Inquisitor's story about Fen'Harel wondered just how large the Dreadwolf's forces were, and what the ancient elven rebel had planned. Hey, Dorian.
My agents have found nothing. With the illusions, he could be anywhere.
Maintaining the Inquisition, even as a peacekeeping force, leaves us vulnerable to agents of the Dreadwolf.
But also gives us the strength to respond.
We will need to be careful.
Solas knows everything about us. Who we are, how we work, our strengths and weaknesses.
Then we find people he doesn't know. We will save our friend from himself. If we can.
Yeah. Now it's my turn to stab the map. Wow. Wow, guys. I'm like still stunned. So you missed that he stabs Tevinter. That's that's awesome. People ask me what I would love to see in the next Dragon Age. People ask me about that, and I said that I would love to go to Tevinter. So the fact that they're hinting at us that the next Dragon Age is gonna be Tevinter is music to my ears. Music to my ears. So does that mean Dragon Age 4 will be sent to Winter? It probably will be, which is amazing. Which means Dorian might be making a comeback, or at least make another appearance. That would be amazing if Dorian was able to make an appearance. So let me give my immediate, oh my gosh, it'd be awesome. To Winter hype, yes. I've always wanted to see what Winter was like. It seems only natural. So my immediate thoughts of the DLC. Well, the first thing that I thought of was, I'm kind of disappointed I didn't get my wedding with Dorian. I kind of was hoping that I would see a scene with the wedding with Dorian, but no, it didn't quite work out, or at least I haven't seen it. It's nice that they still. I will accept that that Art and Dorian continued seeing each other, but not necessarily seeing physically or being with each other physically all the time, but the message helps them communicate. So it's kind of sad that they don't get to be together physically. I mean, it would have been nice if Solas let us have, it would have been really nice if Solas let us have, two of the Luvians, so I could put one Luvian with Art and the other Luvian with Dorian. That would be really nice, Solas, you could give a brother a break. You just cut off my arm. The least you could do is give us the two Luvians so we could visit each other indefinitely, but I'm just saying. No, that was an awesome DLC. Definitely worlds better than the last two. It's not quite as good as the Citadel DLC, although there was some awesome...
A new book?
What?
All this shit is weird.
What?
Oh, Varric, that is a terrible title. What are you even thinking?
What? Oh gosh. I would have, it's not quite as good, as epic as the Citadel DLC.
Sky churned like a rolling sea on a dark and stormy night, centered on a gaping hole that led to the arse end of nowhere. A hole that spit up many things that day, comets, demons, and a whole lot of trouble. It's about the Inquisition.
Oh no. He wrote a book about Dragon Age 2, now he's writing a book about Dragon Age Inquisition. Oh my gosh.
The din of the tavern cut the silence like it owed the carter money. In the middle, in her element, Red Jenny. She looked me up and down, mostly down.
Yeah.
Not playing, weirdy, she said, gesturing with and dismissively eating a sandwich. Don't write that. Seriously, piss up a robe. Sarah made the subtext text, which suited me fine.
The fact that Cassandra is narrating this, is reading this out loud, is super entertaining. Apparently it goes on throughout the whole credits,
The court enchanter swirled into the room like a drop of beautiful poison spreading in a wine glass.
Okay.
She sized me up with a glance.
Okay.
I'm so glad you made it, my dear, she said. I am Madame de Fair, the most terrifying person you shall ever meet.
Okay. This is so entertaining. Oh, Varric.
Liliane enfolded Alphonse in an embrace as warm as a serpent's kiss. I always knew I could count on your support.
Oh, Cassandra.
The Count did not feel the bite of her poisoned dart until it was too late. Even if it requires your death.
I love this. I would buy those books. Only if Cassandra read them out loud in audiobooks.
Rain glistened on the griffin medallion grasped tightly in Blackwall's hand. The silverite wings of valor, they mean nothing.
Okay, BioWare.
He flung the medal to the cold and uncaring ground. You don't know what I've done. You don't know me. So romantic.
Okay, BioWare, seriously, you need to make this a thing. Audiobooks of Varric's second book, of that book of Varric's, but with Cassandra as the voice.
Moved like a knife, a shadow wearing a hat where dreams came to die. It's a riddle, he whispered. A cold riddle that gnaws at your mind, but you'll feel better when it's gone. That makes as much sense as anything Cole says.
I love her trying to do all the voices. Having Cassandra try to do all the voices of her other companions is amazing.
Place your herald above the law, ambassador. Whose law, my lady? Josephine's eyes glittered like angry opals. The law destroyed by rebellion, by civil war, by poor fiscal management. We are the law.
This is great. I know, that's such a great touch, BioWare. Audiobooks, BioWare. Audiobooks by Cassandra. Audiobooks by Cassandra. Oh no, is she done?
We left our mark on adamant, but the dust hadn't settled, and neither had Harding. I can offer you a drink, if I catch your meaning.
If you'd caught my meaning, you'd have offered a double.
What is even happening here?
What is even happening? I want this so badly. I want these audiobooks, including her commentary. I want this so badly, BioWare.
Iron Bull was a great slab of muscle with horns that could hang a tapestry. One eye scanned for threats, while the other hid behind an eye patch like a chantry sister's old sins. Come on, he barked, not looking back as he entered. The dancer with the great rack comes on in 5. That is spot on, actually.
No, Cassandra, you were spot on. You were spot on of that Iron Bull impersonation. Don't short yourself out with that.
The commander had the look of a Templar who had seen the worst of humanity, yet still had the time to style his hair.
Oh, Colin.
This isn't just a war, he said, his gaze steely like a dull blade. It's the only war.
Oh, I heart you, Colin.
Cullen! That's Cullen!
Yes, it is Cullen. Didn't the hair give it away? If the voice,
The mage wore a class handsome sneer cultivated by 1,000 years of Tevinter elitism.
Mm-hmm.
The name's Dorian. He glared. Dorian. Spell it right, you marble-headed lump, or it's toad time. A toad? That's hardly credible.
Yeah. I love this commentary. Cassandra, you are amazing. I love your character so much.
The bold elf spun, mage staff crackling like the city after a good man's murder. You're crazy, the Red Templar cried in terror. Moonlight glinted off ears like the knives you never see coming. Better to fade out than burn away. Ugh, Varric.
Varric. Cass is divine for me and she still read it. Just because you're divine doesn't mean that you don't appreciate smutty literature.
Wait, where am I? I don't... Oh, here it is.
Oh no.
The Seeker clutched at my vest, her tears as desperate as they were pitiful. Varric, I was wrong about everything, she sobbed. Could you find it in your noble heart to forgive me? That dwarf. He put me in the book. I'm in the book.
Oh my god.
I am reading the shit out of this.
Yes! Yes, Cassandra, yes! Oh, I love that! To all of you who played Dragon Age Inquisition, who laughed, cried, and reached out on social media, who made fan art and comics and cosplay and jokes, thank you. Dragon Age Inquisition was a labor of love. Without you, it would never have been possible. Your support and your passion touched us deeply. We hope that, in some small way, this game touched you as well. Bear your blade and raise it high. The Dragon Age team. Okay. First big critique. You need to let us actually click to advance the stuff in the epilogue. Like all of the the cards that gave all the text and the don't automatically progress. Let us click so we can read everything and then move on to the next card, which is what you kind of did in previous Dragon Age games and Mass Effect games, I believe, for the most part. So I would fix that. And that thing at the end, why didn't you just let us click to move on to... Maybe some of us wanted to bask in, into the whole... It's emotional. It's the last piece before the end of Inquisition. You could have just let us linger on that for as long as we wanted before we clicked it and went over to this screen. So that's my one big critique, is they should have done that. Another critique that I had is I really was looking forward to seeing a wedding between Dorian and Art, and I didn't get it. Maybe there was a way for me to get it and I just didn't do it. And if that's the case, I'll probably react to it separately. But I'm getting really tired, so I'll do that later, separately. Oh my gosh. But like I said, it's not as good as the Citadel DLC, but it was pretty darn up there. It was great. I really enjoyed it. It was awesome, giving us the opportunity to spend time and catch up with all of our companions. That was a great opportunity, and it tied up a lot of loose ends, and you clearly got to see many results, many consequences of decisions that you had made, not only in Inquisition, but also in Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Origins as well. And that was really neat. I liked the boss battles, especially the one with the dragon was cool because it was sort of a puzzle battle where you could just take down the dragon, or you could try to figure out how to free him, which might have taken a little bit more ingenuity, but you could do it, and it gave you that option. So I like those kind of boss battles because they're not so straightforward. They give you options, they give you multiple ways to resolve, multiple resolution paths, which I think is great. It enhances a boss battle greatly. A lot of major decisions, like especially near the end, which probably will affect how things play out, not only in the epilogue or in the ending of Inquisition, but also in the future. So, and I bet you I will play through this with Andy and with my third Inquisitor, and we'll get a decently different experience, decently unique experience from Art. And I really would love to see what it would be like if, for example, played through this with a different divine. That would have been really neat to see. So I thought that it was a very good DLC to end the game with, and Inquisition with. So let me see what you guys have been saying. It was a place I want to go. Yeah, because Solas' tricks are having the Inquisition around is not going to help him. This DLC shows me that. Yay to Winter with Dorian, especially with Dorian romances. Could that mean Fenris will be back? It could be. I would love to see Dorian again. Fenris, baby, come back. Dorian is ambassador to Winter, so he is coming back. Also, they talk about how Solas knows everyone in the Inquisition, so the next game will be a new group of heroes, probably chosen to lead the fight against or change Solas' mind. Well, maybe by the next game they'll be married. That could be true. By the next game they could be married. I just would have loved to have seen the ceremony. In terms of marry, you get a marriage scene with Sarah if you romanced her. Cut off your arm and is threatening to destroy the world. Well, wait, this is so good. I forgot about this. Keep listening this way. This happens to whole credits. Oh Cassie, oh Varric, Cassie impressions. BioWare should just write all of Varric's books and sell them for real, or as bonus. That comes with buying real books like Cassandra or whatever, and then have Cassandra audiobook it. I wonder if Cole is listening to this. The impressions are the best. I would buy those books. Where do we order this book? The very last line, though. It is already written in codexes. I'm not sure how many there were by the end. Cassie and Varric need to get together. I ship it now. The book must come with DA's Collections Edition. Cassie has a great voice. Oh my gosh, and the narration is the bestest. I wonder how much fun Cassie's voice actor had with it. Oh, you could tell Cassandra's voice actor had a ball with this. Slow clap for BioWare. Oh, cool. Really bravo, BioWare. Oh my gosh, I'm so Cassandra trying to get into character when reading a book. It does go all the way to the end of the credits, and that helps to know when it's done. If there was a voice of Asunder by Cassandra, yes, audiobooks of Asunder by Cassandra, they would be amazing. Her bedtime stories to her future children would be entertaining. I wonder if someone else would narrate it. Cassie was divine. Varric gives her the new book in the last scene either way. Cassie was divine for me and still read it. It's always her, it starts with her and ends with her. That's true. Oh dear. I ship it. Varric Cassandra. Oh my gosh, the internet just burned to laughter. Cassie, I can't stop laughing. Well, that was it. Yeah, it was so fast. I'm sure plenty of the live bloggers have uploaded all the screen caps by now. Yeah, those slides were way too fast for narration. Let us click the effing thing. It did let me click BioWare's goodbye message though. That was awesome DLC. I don't think they can marry. There are only confirmed weddings for Cullen, Bull, and Sarah right now, I think. Oh, but I didn't necessarily want to know that. But it's okay. In terms of wedding, I think it's actually as good as its Citadel. It had more choices for one in the fields. At least the word I would have expected the mark to spread all the way to his body after 2 years. I was wondering, will we play as the Inquisitor again in the next game? It seems so by the end to me. I don't think we will. I doubt it. In Dragon Age 2, it was more clear that we wouldn't play as versus Hawk again. I don't think so. Art's adventure days were over. Maybe an agent of the Inquisition for DA4. Thank you for the stream, Hark, and for this DLC. I'd love to experience with Art. I love to get experience with Art for the last time. Yeah, guys, this was very surreal for me. Like I was, going into this very excited and also sad for having this be the last time I get to officially play Art, at least for the channel. I mean, I could always pull him out again, but it's not going to be the same anymore. But I'm so glad that I got to share this point with you, and this stream's been going since 2:30. It's been going for like almost 10 hours, basically. Almost 10 hours. But thank you for staying with me, and if you were able to stay with me for most of the time. I had a great time. Normally I would stick around for Q&A, but honestly guys, I'm getting really tired. It's late. It's like 1 in the morning here. I'm supposed to be going to bed early so I can hopefully get some sleep and not be sick tomorrow so I can go back to work. Yeah, my apologies. If you guys want to do a Q&A session with me, I will again do it with whenever my next live stream is. It's probably going to be Game of Thrones is probably going to be the next one. Game of Thrones or Borderlands. Because it's just 10 hours. Like, I'm done. I'm spent. I can't. So this is a really great way of ending a story. I'm so exhausted. Take a good long rest, everyone. I'm going to go to coma now. So, 7 in the morning here in Germany. So I'm just going to say goodbye. Thank you to Agul Modavlova, Eloin, W, Gamer W or GW, Ghost Face Fun, Lee Kittens for Lunch, I Fall Into Fantasy, Katie Kelsey, Conpeto Kiss, Libradi, Mist Nuts, Persephone Chiara, Poir Sutani, Ravenhawk, Riped, Sarge, Red vs. Blue, Silhouette Chord, The Sobes, Winter Hurts, and Wonky or Starcut. Thank you guys for staying with me till the very end. I know it's been long, but hopefully I entertained you along the way. Get some rest, Heart. This was fun to watch. I was so happy this is my first stream of yours and I was able to watch. Thank you for doing this. Hope you feel better. Get some rest, sweet dreams. Sleep well, Heart. Hope you get well soon. So I'm going to peace out. Hopefully I'll be able to get the first episode of this out on Thursday. This is going to be a long set of videos, but it's going to be worth it. So, to Art and friends, Dory Art, thank you for making this adventure so special to me, and to also all of the viewers that have enjoyed listening to your stories. BioWare, all the developers, everyone involved in this game, everyone in BioWare, thank you so much for giving me another masterpiece. I love this game so much. Dragon Age Origins is still incredibly dear to my heart, and I went into Inquisition wondering if it would wrestle that away from Origins as being like extra dear to my heart. And I think they have, I think that in many ways, at minimum, they have tied with each other. And I definitely, after playing the whole thing, I think that both Inquisition and Origins are probably one of the top games that I've ever played in my entire life. One of my top games, personally, for me. And it was a great experience, and I can't wait to continue with Andy's playthrough and see how what his adventure takes him, where it takes him, and of course the last adventure I have with my third Inquisitor, romancing Cullen. That'll be just the icing on the cake. So I am going to go now, dream of a time when Dorian and Art are together again at home with their little Dory-Art babies, mustached horned babies, and Nanny Cullen on the side, who from time to time gets together with them to play a little bit of Wicked Grace with Varric. Yes, yes, yes. So, peace out, everybody, and until next time, love yourselves and love each other. Mwah. Bye, Art. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. I'm gonna miss you. Bear your destiny and raise it up into the sky. Stand your ground, the dawn. Don't let darkness keep you